Back. I'm Ines here with our friend Jon Corpina. John, right now we're looking at the Dow that's down about 20 points. Fed Chair Jerome Powell will be testifying today in Congress. What are the markets going to be looking for in his words?
You know, usually in those comments that come out of Powell, we're looking for some transparency, right? So some information as what the Fed was thinking and what they're going to be thinking moving forward. Unfortunately, we're probably going to get the same answers that we've gotten before and the same information before. So nothing new coming out of there, which is going to be okay, right? I mean, we don't need anything too, off script at this point to shake this market right now. I think, our markets are clearly focusing on China and the continued headlines from there, the continued talks from there, and the impact that's going to occur there. Many other things going on in this world, but it seems like the China headline is really the one that's dictating our market.
And President Trump yesterday spoke here in New York saying that Beijing is dying to make a deal, that China's dying to make a deal, but didn't really give any details on about perhaps a rollback of tariffs or when, where phase one deal would be signed. Was the market expecting that?
So kind of interestingly enough, when President Trump speaks about that stuff, he usually says gives us a lot of information, right? He says that, where we stand and what we're doing and all these great things. The fact that he didn't say anything yesterday might be leading us to think that they are a little bit closer than we think they are. And maybe someone tapped him on the shoulder and said, let's not say too much at this point right now. So that could be viewed as a good sign.
Walmart's going to be reporting earnings tomorrow. You've got retail sales on Friday. Two big data points for the consumer.
Yeah, I mean, clearly that's what Main Street can relate to those numbers, right? And we saw it with Amazon too. When you look at, Amazon and Walmart, household names like that, clearly relatable, and it is going to give us some sort of insight as to how Main Street investors are spending their money, especially ahead of this holiday season, and also how the larger retailers are gearing up for the holiday season.
And lastly, earlier we were just talking about looking at the impeachment hearings that are going on. They're not moving the markets, though.
They're not moving the markets at all. It's incredible that we have this on all of our live TV screens down here watching it, but yet the market isn't reacting to that. I don't think the market is really feeling that that's going to be a process that's going to happen quickly and get a lot of true information out of that. So I think there's other things that the market is clearly focusing on at this point. Maybe down the road at some point we get there, but as we're talking, the market has turned positive here as the discussions are going on TV. So I think, once again, it really just comes down to China at this point.
Jon Corpina, thanks so much for joining us. Make sure to stay with us. Wi-Fi AM continues right after the break.